Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And free, the winds of fortune gently flow. There is a wonder in the weave, so many forks upon these roads. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. Hearts of shadow, hearts of fire, sharing memory and mind. Our hope is strong in moments dire, through our mysteries entwined. For a gift can be a blight, or a kind word be a slight, in a world of fade and light and disarray. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. To sing a somber song of night, a belted ballad bold and bright face scales. To quell the urge beneath the skin, I'll take the gifts and let it inflict spells. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain.
unmuted. And I am having to fight the cat along with the stream setup. Hello, everybody. I don't have background music playing. I have started up the background music.
Dope.
No, I swear to God. Anyways, no, I'm not going to drink water. And why is the ping there? It shouldn't even be... Whatever you
I'll see if I can lock it real fast.
Yeah. You lost 10 points. Sorry, buddy. Anyways, welcome to episode 21 of Aetherpunk Birthright and the first episode of the new year! Yay! Woohoo! Hooray! Ooh, he's heading out the door. Close the door. He banished himself. I'm free! Until someone opens the door.
I run and just open your door.
Dude, if you do that, I'm killing Madrash. I don't give a fuck.
Alright, dibs on his gun.
I'm so done with this cat today.
Is stream question, Obo, real fast. Is no wait a sound alert?
Huh?
Is the no wait a sound alert?
Correct.
Okay, paused. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much anything that isn't first, totally not late, drink water and stretch, everything else is pretty much a redeem that needs to be paused. Because it's either a sound or something like that. And I thought I did all that. I clearly did not. So,
It's okay.
It's been a whole year since our last session. Ha ha ha. Who would like to give recap?
Well, you know, I have a pretty good memory. I can remember last year, so
Awesome.
I can do that.
I can't remember when that joke was ever fucking funny.
Never.
It was funny right now. Observe. So last year, we did something. Can't quite remember that far back, but I'll try. We were in the train. There was an old lady making vague threats at us. However, Madrash has this very cool spell called Slow, which allows him to ruin every DM's encounter immediately.
It does.
Therefore, we ruined the encounter and beat up the old lady before she could cast what I would assume is Fireball. We got all the people out, and then they were beating the shit out of her, and then Jonah turned around and punched her twice with bullets. Then we beat her up some more, and Gleb absolutely coup de grace her with his claws. And she dissolved into spiders. We took her magical spider silk, her magically soft spider silk yarn, got a lesson on how great it was for underwear from Madrash, let him keep it, and we arrived in the city of Whaleshore. The city was not doing too hot because a red cap blood march went through and killed a bunch of people. We helped out with that a little. And then we went on our way towards the Cherry Dungeon.
I don't think you ever got back to me on how much that fucking thread sells for.
Oh. I want to say... You know what? Hold on, actually.
And while we were traveling, we were using our instant fortress to relax in style. We found out that it had actual like furniture in it for once. Dar did that for us, so we have beds, but we're like short one bed, I think. So we kind of just have to swap when people aren't on watch. We go and watch Jonah and Clarity have a talk about their backstories, kind of. Mostly just Clarity. And then we get traveling again. We meet Viz, the fortune teller. He tells some fortunes. Some of us are like, nuh-uh, and then we don't get our fortune told. And now it's nighttime.
And he looked at Madrash and he was just like, Madrash does Madrash things, and everyone was like, yes.
Yeah, he had to doom scroll through all of Madrash's lovers and children. Yeah, the first watch is about to end.
All right. So I didn't write down who was on first watch because I'm a big dum-dum. So who's on second watch?
I was on first watch. I don't know who else.
It was
Madrash. Oh wait, no, it was me and Madrash.
For the very
and
last
then,
night, it was Madrash and Jonah.
Yeah, it was
Okay, so
us, and then Clarity stayed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So who's on second watch?
I will take second watch.
All right. So since you didn't sleep during the first and you stayed up through second, you will accrue a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I can do the watch if you'd like to not.
I can take the level of exhaustion if you want me to take it.
I mean, here, at least have my pseudo dragon,
All right.
if that helps.
Question for clarification, Amumu.
Hmm?
After you spoke with the fortune teller, did you go to sleep or did you stay up still?
We ended it with me saying, "All right, I'm heading off to bed. Have a good night." After I talked with you two, but I don't know how much sleep I actually got, but I think that would be PM call for exhaustion or not.
It wouldn't be a whole lot. Well, actually,
Yeah.
wait. You wouldn't get. You wouldn't automatically get exhaustion. You'd have to roll Constitution, like DC 10.
Would it? Because I thought she was only talking to the guy for like 10 minutes, told us, and then went to bed.
Because if she was staying up talking to the dude and then went and like didn't go to bed for a while, then
Yeah, she was saying that she went to bed after that conversation.
okay.
I pretty much talked to him, went up to talk to the other two to inform them of why, why I was up and like to let them know, like, hey, there might be things lingering about to keep at arms and have a
Okay.
good night. I
Then-
think that's what happened.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, you would not get exhaustion. My misunderstanding. You are clear for.
I would have
getting up for
taken it.
watch.
I mean, I was up.
There was misunderstanding because the DM did not write down those specific notes. Whoopsie. Next time we don't end in the middle of watch. All right.
Would simplify a few things.
Then with that, clarity, and if Gleb is on watch as well, please roll perception.
I'll happily also assist with watch. Do we only have 2 watches?
Yeah, I hand wave it to just 2 since there's 5 of you guys, and like normally you would like each watch is supposed to be like 2 hours, and that's not enough through the night, but
The perception.
We're just built different.
I'll take out my pseudo dragon so he can roll perception too. Or do you feel confident and I can assist you?
I mean, I'll take the assistance if you want,
All right, sure.
if that's fine. This button. 25.
25. Alright, I need to find something really quick, and that's the wrong tab. I love being in the wrong tab. It is so much fun. Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, You wanna know what's funny?
Hmm.
This thing is supposed to have advantage on stealth. Double nat ones. So,
It was me. You said it was supposed to have advantage on stealth, and I said, don't worry, it was just me. Madrash has advantage on stealth.
So, with a itching and burning sensation in your right upper arm, Clarity, you are able to notice that there is something nearby, but you cannot quite see it. And so you kind of point out in the general directions that you think it might be coming from to Gleb. And Gleb, you're able to catch witness of a strange, tiny creature zipping around the perimeter of the tower.
I think something's watching us. I'm not really sure.
Watching us. Should we alert the others?
I mean, it's kind of small. We might just be able to squish it. I don't really know what it was.
From what you could see for the moment that you got a glimpse of it, it looked to be somewhat humanoid in shape, long ears, large eyes, and an extra set of knees that bend backwards. So it's a 3-jointed leg system.
It's like a weird looking person.
About how far would you say this creature is?
I don't know, how far would I say this creature was?
Roughly about kind of a rough guesstimate, about 100 feet away from the tower.
Maybe like 100 feet that way.
Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick.
Oh boy, she's gonna cast a spell.
Fireball!
And then there was the sun. Do 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 do.
Yes, I cast daylight.
Jesus.
Clarity against
My
the
eyes.
sun. Do 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 do.
My
No, I don't
eyes.
think daylight. No tingle.
Oh my god, I just figured out how to cast D&D Flashbang.
How?
Daylight mixed with Thunderwave.
Okay, at that point, we're just gonna call it solar flare.
Okay, so what we do, right? We cast daylight on one of my bullets, and then I shoot it into a vampire.
Oh my god. I like the enthusiasm. Doesn't quite work that way, because ironically, the daylight spell doesn't produce actual daylight. It's just bright light. There are only 2 spells that create actual sunlight, which is so goofy.
Yeah, it's like Wall of Light and Sunbeam or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like 2 things.
And it's so dumb because it's called daylight. It's so dumb.
Okay. So my pseudo dragon has limited telepathy.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to ask my pseudo dragon to try to telepath to this creature like that we're not bad and we're not we won't hurt them. Just to alert it to see what its next move is.
Okay. Let's see. Because you can only talk telepathically in pictures
It's
and like images.
magically
and
communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images telepathically.
Okay, emotions and images. So it does its best to convey that. The response it gives, it directly sends to you. The best way to describe it is it looks like what cartoons try to describe what an LSD trip is.
Oh God.
So if there was a message in there, it was lost in translation.
Can I get a rough just
Try to
description?
focus on it.
Get
Clarity's just
Sure.
like, do you have ibuprofen? I have
Roll
a headache.
insight with disadvantage.
God.
Oh boy.
You tried turning the message upside down.
Wisdom is
You know,
not
you
my
tried
strong
squinting your
suit,
eyes and shaking your
if
head. Make
as
it
we
work.
all know.
I just imagine turning it upside down was Clarity just doing a handstand. Aw, man.
So, clarity.
Disadvantage.
Unfortunately, you aren't able to discern what the message was intended for. However, you now know what the color purple tastes like.
I like that Futurama joke.
However, if you were to
Oh.
try and describe what the taste of purple is to someone, it is impossible to describe.
That's left a weird aftertaste in my mouth.
Not tasting purple. Right.
Everything okay?
I've tried communicating with it and it's tried to communicate back, but we're having a little bit of a language barrier. I take it. You don't speak little creature, right?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I saw a lot of rainbows and I suppose if it was to do something bad, it wouldn't have tried to communicate. You know what? I think it's probably best just to wake everybody up. I think. It's either that or I get a closer look, but
I mean, did it seem bad? Did the colors it gave you seem like bad colors?
God, did the colors it give me seem like it was rainbows? I mean, I guess it could have gone for maybe darker tones of rainbow, but
Violence? Was it like
Due
confusion?
to the wonderful 5 on your insight, you have no clue as to what its intentions were,
I
other than it was
genuinely
a trip.
I genuinely don't know what to tell you.
How many more days until we're at the dungeon? Like a tomorrow thing? Is it like we still got like 3 more days?
Let's see. This will be starting the dawn of the 2nd day, so we have like 6 more days of travel.
Okay, then I don't care if we wake people up. If you want to wake people up, we can wake people up. If it was like tomorrow, I'd say let's see if we can handle this without disturbing people, but
Yeah.
you could also just like leave your pseudo dragon with them, and if the stuff happens, start shaking. I could probably leave a friend too, if that would help. Unless your pseudo dragon can do enough. I don't know.
Depends on how far we go. If we go past 100 feet, then it won't be able to communicate my thoughts. Well, yeah, it won't be able to communicate my thoughts to them. And if I'm not conscious to give a command, I don't know what it would do. Okay, I guess. I'll tell my pseudo dragon. if I don't respond, or if I don't give an okay after an hour.
An
To-
hour, like a minute, like 10
A
seconds.
You want a minute? Okay.
Like,
Okay.
you just communicate with it telepathically. Like, you can actively do that if we
Yeah.
leave 100 feet. Like, we could just go out that way and see.
Okay.
If we
If
get up
I
that
don't
way, we
if I don't give back a response in, oh, this is gonna get fucked. I know it is. If I don't give back a response in 5 minutes, give the code word pumpernickel to the other two and start trying to rouse them up.
start
It
dreaming
knocks
of
10 in
pumpernickels.
understanding.
Good job. I'll give you a treat after this.
Okay.
Okay.
So the two of you descend the tower and exit the front door.
Being quiet as we go to not wake people.
Oh,
I would also ask my pseudo dragon to say, trying to think, how would I say this in a simple term?
What are you wanting to say?
No harm. We come, I guess.
okay. Your message has been relayed. So, exiting the tower and starting to walk in the direction that the creature was last seen. Are you guys approaching stealthy, or are you trying to be observant to see if you can try and spot it again?
I mean, if the intent for the creature is for us to find it, then I would assume that we would try to not conceal ourselves so we can find each other. But if it's general attempt is to be left alone, then I mean, I guess that's our, that gives us an answer as to what the message was conveying. But
Okay.
yeah, I think observant and not sneaky.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Like me to do it again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right.
I assume that's with a disadvantage or advantage because of help.
Yep. So, you guys walk a little ways away from the tower. This time it's about 100 plus feet from the tower before you guys spot it. You see this tiny creature currently sitting on top of a stump and is thoroughly enjoying his privacy, taking a whiz away from your guys' direction. As you guys walk up to it without being stealthy, it turns to look at you guys. Do either of you speak Sylvan?
You speak Sylvan.
No, but I speak a bunch of stuff that's similar-ish.
I speak no Sylvan,
Okay.
but I think Matrash speaks Sylvan. I think.
All right. So, it is going to stop what it's doing and is going to immediately jump at you guys. And this isn't like a short jump. This jump carries it past you guys. What's both of you guys' AC?
15.
You have an 18 AC?
15.
Oh, 15. Jeez, I was like, what? How did you get 18? That's awesome.
I'm 8.
16.
Thank you. Okay, so only one attack hits. Out of curiosity, could you guys please describe your attire once more for me?
Some literal secondhand leather armor and other clothes. Very simple, common, just browns and greens.
Clarity is wearing probably for the most part, a whole bunch of like cloth over her armor and is very well like covered from like head to toe and like a very long like probably dirty from all of the road trips sort of gown.
Okay. Well, Gleb, as this tiny pale white creature jumps between the two of you and you see a flash of metal, your belt is no longer around your waist and it has been cut and has landed upon the ground.
That's not very nice.
So yeah, it is technically leaving your guys' melee range, so if you wish to use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity, you may do so.
Not really, no.
No, I don't think we will.
Okay. Well, it moves insanely fast after cutting your belt and disappears into the night.
Okay, that was rude of it. Did it run towards the tower or away?
It kind of started to run towards the tower, but then, like, in a single jump, it just makes a 90-degree turn and disappears into the darkness. Like, this thing is moving insanely fast.
Is it blue spiking like chili dogs?
No.
Okay.
Is it black and red spiky and likes chili dogs?
No.
God damn it, Red.
It's silver spiky.
Let me see if I can actually show you guys what this looks like. I don't remember how to do this.
Please go backwards and ease. That's all you need to know.
I know what it is.
Yep.
My brain juices are flowing.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I do want to see the photo that Obo picks, though.
That's not it. How do I... Is it... See? There we go. Do you guys see that?
Did you drag it onto the
Okay, hold
the
on.
opening sequence card? Because we're looking at the title with us, the drawing of Amumu, or the drawing that Hime made. Yeah, if you're showing us, you're on a different layer than we are, since you can see multiple maps.
How's that?
That's
Okay.
what I was
That's not what I thought it was.
I thought it was
Okay.
a quick link.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is what it looked like.
A little goon.
Okay, I don't like this thing. It's not very nice.
Well, I suppose we'll have to keep an eye out just in case. Let me go back in range and be like, we're okay. Give us another 5-10 minutes.
We can just go back towards the tower and probably should be a
Actually,
nuisance.
you get a response from your pseudo dragon, and it's not good.
Oh?
Yeah, you get a response directly to you. The best way I could describe it is it's trying to telepathically shout Pumpernickel to you.
We need to go back.
What's wrong?
We need to go back.
Okay.
We need to go back. Right now. Right now. Okay, inform everybody else, Pumpernickel. Everybody, including our guest, Pumpernickel. If you can.
Okay.
We're coming.
Everyone else, it's hard to wake you guys up with these telepathic images while you're asleep, but shortly, you guys, the two of you on watch, get back into the tower and see that on the dining table, on a platter and garnished quite nicely, is the pseudo dragon tied up on the platter.
Poof.
Nothing else is there, just a pseudo dragon tied up with a bunch of string.
Poof. I poof it out.
Okay.
And I poof it back.
The pseudo dragon attempts to tell you what happened, but all it can describe is angry purple.
Angry purple. Angry fairy. Thing. Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad he didn't hurt you, little one. I'm sorry I left you in so much danger.
Okay, that was a thing. That was interesting. Is it still here?
Do I sense that it's still within the area?
No. From what you can tell, the itching and burning sensation is no longer there.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It's not here.
Does the front of this tower have a lock? Is there a lock on this door?
Yes.
I'll just lock that real quick.
I have a question for God, because in the tower's description, things cannot enter without my permission.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, we technically didn't enter if we're on the roof, right?
It was in the middle of the dining room on the first floor.
Oh, dining room. Okay.
Right? Where was the pseudo dragon? Okay.
First floor.
Okay,
What
all
an
right.
interesting skill set this individual has.
Oh, I really don't know what to say. I don't know. It's a little troll. It's a little nuisance.
I would say it's a little trickster, however, I can empathize with it after all it's having to deal with.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's also being, I mean, maybe not this particular creature, but all of the Fae are being hunted down by the Circle of Iron. But unfortunately, I'm not. I wish I understood its intentions.
So, to clarify for Doom, the only magical effects that keep things out is through the front door, as it is like a magical lock for it. But there are arrow slits on the second floor that a tiny creature could sneak through.
No, I was just making sure like that was clarified, because if you had to be like, oh shit, I need to retcon.
No.
Thank you. That is good clarification.
Yeah, it's just you can't open the door without the password essentially, but the arrow slits, small things can get through, and these things are tiny. So just wanted to clarify that.
Appreciate.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Well, this little thing's gonna probably make watch interesting until we deal with it, unless it's just gonna be gone for now. I don't really have any way to deal with it. I don't know about you. I guess also everybody has sort of been stirred and awoken as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we had a little thing. It was just kind of a nuisance. It didn't really do anything. It just ruined my belt.
Your belt?
Yes, it was a very little creature. It had very long, bendy legs. I tried speaking to it to alert it that we meant it no harm, and that we weren't bad individuals. But it sent back a weird rainbow. I can't explain anything else aside from that, but I couldn't deduce what it was telling me. So we went to go take a look down, but of course, leaving my pseudo dragon here in case something were to happen, and we met with it, and it clipped Gleb's belt, and I was getting the dragon was on a plate tied up, and it seems to be playing tricks or sending a threat. I don't know.
Would I be able to hear anything in the house? Like in the fortress right now?
At the moment, no. It just your guys' voices and shifting bodies echoing across the stone.
All right. So what is this thing? Do you know? Is it like one of them like little boggart shits that like fuck up your kitchen or something?
Well, all I can really tell you is, well, what I've described to you and the fact that it's a fae of some sort. And we tried to speak to it, but there was definitely a bit of a language barrier.
Also, I have to retcon a little thing. Jonah, you do hear Vazim's snoring. That is something that does stand out.
I'll go wake up Viz.
What's
Yeah.
commotion? Is it breakfast time yet?
No. We have a little visitor who's playing pranks. Just wanted to check if you're all right.
I mean, I was having a really nice dream, and now I'm not, so does that count?
No.
Then I'm fine.
All right.
Can I go back to sleep now?
Sure. Yeah. You do that.
Thanks. Like, he
I'll
just
go.
falls back on his pillow and immediately goes back to snoring.
Yeah, I'll just go and I'll sit down on the like at the dinner table. Sort of like sit around. We're opening the ears. I want to hear when something happens.
Yep.
I'm sorry for waking you guys up, by the way.
That's fine. If it comes back, I can. No offense to the little one, but I have a stronger innate telepathy, and I can try and speak to the fey creature.
Well, by all means, you're more than welcome to.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how we got in?
I've been leaving the windows open for ventilation because it's nice. Do we need to close those?
Probably.
It's possible.
We're on the second floor.
I'll probably I'll probably check up on you guys then. Or I'll check up on everybody just to make sure no checks have been done.
I look through my bag.
Everything, you guys checking for all of your gear and stuff around the tower, and everything seems to be as you had left it.
Okay. Well, all of my materials seem to be just fine.
If everybody wants to just stay inside for a couple minutes, I'm gonna try and add a little extra security around the house and see if maybe it helps. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Everybody just wants to chill in here. I'm gonna go head outside. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I wonder what Gleb's doing.
No idea.
What is Gleb doing?
Oh, Gleb's doing things that probably won't help, but it'd be cool if it did. How many of these do I get? Okay. I am going to conjure animals.
Okay.
And make 2 giant spiders and myself turn into a giant spider. And we're going to web the hell out of the fort. We're just going to wrap the fort and any little arrow slits and anything I can find that might be an opening, except for the front door, with webs.
All right.
You just turned the tower into a spider hut.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
All right.
Yes.
It takes a bit, and your spinnerets are starting to hurt from really just trying to get as much web as you can. But eventually, you have a satisfying amount of sticky web around the outside of the tower.
How long does that take?
Let's see. So a regular spider can make a web in a relatively quick amount of time, increase size by a shit ton. So I'd say somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes.
Okay. I will leave the other 2 spiders just out on the walls of the fort, and I myself will go inside.
All right.
I assume by now everybody else has gone to sleep except for Clarity, but
Possibly. His Clarity is on watch, so I don't know about the other 2.
I'm staying up listening.
Okay. Well, you hear some fucking weird noises and slight scratching and chittering as the spiders are webbing up the outside.
Back.
This is fine.
Yeah,
Definitely.
this is fun.
definitely not setting a dangerous precedent for the future.
Oh no.
Out of curiosity, how long does Conjure Animal last?
They last an hour,
Okay.
so it's sadly not long enough to leave them on watch, but...
No, but they are able to set up a few other traps. Since they got some extra time. And then after they're done setting up their traps, they begin to just have a nice conversation in giant spider.
Favorite language. Yeah, if nobody comes on out to interrupt me and my friends, we'll do that, and then I'll go back in.
Okay. Going back in, you got a little bit of a sore booty, so you kind of look ever so slight waddle.
Waddle, waddle.
There's a lot of spider web going real fast.
So it might be a little sticky outside. Don't be afraid. Everything's fine. But I think I may have possibly clogged all the holes. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Okay. So, damn it, cat. Hi, Mal. Are you done being a turd? Watching you. Hi. I had to move your bed because you weren't using it.
God, you were in the middle of speaking to us.
Alright. Mal is behaving for now. Yeah, so the rest of the night goes by without any issue. And when you guys wake up in the morning, your breakfast is currently inside the web, as there are a handful of rabbits and other small ground game that got stuck in the web traps that the giant spiders had made with their remaining time.
Wasn't the plan, but I guess that works.
Swap the music back over. That's not the music button.
We
Here's the
cook.
music tab.
We cook.
Leb, it's time to cook.
Oh no.
Rabbit and squirrel for dinner, or for breakfast. There we go.
I mean,
Roast
someone consider
rodent.
that a delicacy.
Yeah, a nice fat rodent for the pseudo dragon.
So, as you guys are prepping for breakfast of your easily caught rabbit. Rabbit. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a tiny bird. Quail. Rabbit, quail, and ground squirrels. You guys, the rest of the party, taking a look outside. It looks like Spirit Halloween threw up all over the outside of the tower with all the webbing and stuff.
It's fine. I promise we're not being haunted by that lady on the train. It's okay. This is all me. Don't worry about it.
You did some fast work, huh?
It was something.
So, with the smell of roasting animals, Vazim comes out of the tower with a small clay bowl in hand and a brush. And finds a nice-sized rock and begins to shave off his stubble. So last night was interesting, right? Things?
Yeah.
Stuff?
There's a few things.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna finish getting ready for the day, and then I'm gonna do a little reading, see how our travels are going to be going. If anyone wants one while I got my tools out.
Could I talk to you in private at some point?
Sure.
Nothing serious.
Oh, yes.
Just
Where
I'll
is
walk
he
walk
going
up
again?
to the edge of
Just
the
to
woods.
the outskirts of the
Just
same
the outskirts
forest
of
that
the
you
woods,
guys are
okay.
going to.
He was like, "We're going the same way. You should take me."
You guys should protect me.
I guess I'll pull Viz aside. That's all.
Oh, what can I help you with?
Unless someone wants to do something with him first.
Oh, go ahead. Like,
All right. So, what's your most detached form of reading?
What do you mean by detached?
The one that gets you least involved.
That'd probably be divining the future with a crystal ball. Allows me to see visual snippets of things that are to pass, or things that have already passed, or things that are happening.
That might be the opposite of what I'm looking for.
Well, if I'm using, say, palm reading, I'm directly touching you, which means that
I mean, like, what lets you see the least?
Oh, that'd
The
be
the less entwined with the future, or
that
what
would be
you're seeing.
palm reading. That's less on the future and more of just like the person to a degree.
All right.
It does pertain to the future, but it's not super that.
Okay. And you had a crystal ball.
Crystal ball allows me to see either past, present, or future events that pertain to the client.
Do you have anything where you like throw runes or nothing like that?
No. I tried doing bones one time and they walked away, so I'm never doing that again.
What?
Yeah, the bones just kind of walked away. I view that as a divine intervention to never do that again.
It's just, he has so many questions. What are them cards
What do they do?
Cards can be for various things. If you want something as a little bit of guidance, a little reassurance, if you're looking for something, it might pertain to that. It's a more open-ended version of the crystal ball. The crystal ball is much more specific. This one's kind of you might find what you're looking for under your desk versus, the thing you're looking for is under your desk.
Go with that.
All right. Would you like a 3 or 5 card reading?
Jonah knows nothing about this. He doesn't know the difference.
3 card, less specific. 5 card, more specific.
Let's do 5.
5.
Get your hand hot.
All right. So he will take out his cards and give him a quick shuffle, just like me.
I'm making it work. Here we go, guys. The first Oboram tarot card reading on live.
All right.
Hope you don't die.
Working. There we go. All right. Spongy really fucked with these cards. Okay, and that card goes there, and that card goes there, that card goes there, and I don't have enough space, so we're gonna have to stack them up a little bit. Alright. So, let's see. For the part 1, this is representing your current problem, current objective. We have the strength inverted, which means that you are lacking the power within yourself or with what you have the unconscious, let's see, influence rooted in the past, which is the moon. So, where is the moon? It's in the sky. Where's the moon card info? Face it forward, allowing deep-seated fears to dissolve in the light of your awareness. So, let's see. So far, you lack the strength, and you need to face forward the deep-seated fears of your past. The conscious, which is what you need to focus on to resolve the quest, is the magician. You need to find a new way to look at the world. The boon is temperance. Where I saw that. Patience. Okay. And the ending, the resolution, is the star. So, as he flips the cards over, it seems that you're lacking the power and the strength to be able to push past what has held you back from something that's gnawing at you, the deep of your soul. To be able to get through that, you're going to need to start thinking outside the box in order to find your way forward.
Right.
So, that's what they say.
Thanks. I'll stand up. You'll go back to join the people.
These will get better as I get to do them more often.
He's just like, huh. So I have a problem, and the way to fix it is to do something different than the stuff that doesn't fix it. Fantastic.
Yep.
We got it. Jonah does not believe in fortune telling anymore.
Fair enough.
In a smoother sense, I heard what my understanding was. Oh, Jonah's got some shit in his past. You got to change your general outlook on life in order for it to resolve. But also, funny as shit. You gotta stop doing what's not working. Fucking love that.
He'll just sit down. He's eating. I'm munching. Other people can do stuff.
I could have done that.
Yeah, I could have done that. What the fuck?
Okay. Would anyone else like a fun little reading?
I don't think so for me.
Doesn't have to be the tarot. It could also just be, the crystal ball or anything else.
No.
Oh, Cleb doesn't understand it, and he doesn't want to harm somebody.
All right.
Sure. Let's do another tarot reading.
Balls. All right.
Balls.
3 or 5.
I'm in for 5.
All right.
Let's focus on the future.
Future. All right. Let's see. So, we have your the current thing that you are looking for in the future is information and knowledge. Possibly will be found with a tutor. Things that are working behind the scenes that are unrealized is that there is a priestess or some other clerical, divine intertwined individual who is trying to assist.
Say that again?
That there is a priestess attempting to help.
Interesting.
Let's see. Fuck, I can't bullshit my way. What the fuck is the tower?
You are in front of a large adamantine tower.
Yeah. Here we are, tower. In order to continue on with your quest and towards your future endeavors, you'll have to overcome your seated opinions and how you view the world in order to change for the better.
Seated opinion.
And the boon, we have the Empress. Something that you need to let go of in order to go on. The Empress? The fuck is the Empress do?
Soul Mechanism says the tower is immense change. Something drastic is going to occur.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Birth's not bad.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Alright, DM just doesn't understand the Empress. Capacity to express beauty and nature, but it's something that you need to develop or let go. That doesn't help me at all.
Say that again?
For part 4, the boon or the bogey, the card is something that you need to develop or let go so you can advance your quest. And the Empress is realizing your capacity to express beauty and to nurture others from a place of power.
Well, it's immense change, and then losing something, and then the beauty thing, so maybe you lose that expression in the change. I don't know.
And then in the final spot, at Journey's End, we have a very concerning card. Judgment. The ability to discern what truly is important. So it seems that you'll need your desire and need for future understanding will be helped by a priestess. There'll be a great change. You'll have to give up something of your past in order to come to a realization at the journey's end. Seems like your future is going to be quite interesting.
Interesting.
Either that, or there's some sort of princess in a tower that you need to rescue. Not sure.
I almost said something, but I'll be interesting.
In helping others, you will help yourself.
Hopefully.
Well then, I think I'll just get a quick reading for the journey ahead. Oh dear.
Sorry.
As he is doing a quick reading for the journey ahead, it's concerning.
What cards does he place down?
He has, let's see, it's. I'm looking at it and my brain just died because I'm trying to read it upside down. It is the Hierophant, the Inverted Star, and then the Devil.
Okay, devil's. Wait, inverted devil?
No, it's Inverted Star.
Inverted star. Okay, that's not good.
Joe's just sitting there like, stars are nice. Look at that. See? Look.
It's a pretty star.
Yeah, it's a pretty star.
Well, I think that's enough of that. Time to hit the road, as one shall say. Yeah, concerning. Let's move on.
I'm sorry.
All right. We're going to pack up.
Okay. Packing up your guys' camp and reducing the instant fortress, where there is now just a series of roughly tower-shaped spider webs hanging there. You guys are able to continue on the road.
What is like the forest or whatever, or we're in? Like, is it?
It's
very
in
alive,
hills
very
right
dead.
now.
No trees. How like is the?
There's the occasional tree, but it's mostly hills, grass, the occasional boulders.
It's very dry this time of year, or is it rain a bit?
There's moisture from the dew on the plants. So like every
You
now
said
and
dew.
then it gets a bit misty at night, so it's not bone dry.
I'm wondering because if anybody would like to just throw a little bit of fire at that pile of webs to not scare people or attract anything.
Did we rescue all the little creatures from it?
Well, the ones that you pulled from it and ate.
We rescued them into our morning cook pot.
I see.
Madras toss a firebolt, just like on instinct when he's like, "Burn it." Okay.
For about 5 seconds, there is a burning tower, and then it's gone.
Give a quick little once over around the air. Make sure we haven't just created like just a big old fire in the plains. And
there's a few spots that are a little smoldering, but they go out pretty quickly. Yeah, this place is not a huge fire hazard at the moment.
Okay.
I'll just go and stomp them out, just to be sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys continue marching across the hills and small valleys. And that is the wrong spot. Where's the thing I need? Here it is. The map. It's quite nice. The pace you guys are able to keep up is kind of inconsistent because going up one hill goes a bit slow. Going down the hill, you guys speed up. Going around the steeper hills, trying to keep a general straightness to your destination. Every now and then checking the map to make sure you guys are in the right direction. The day goes by pretty quickly, and you guys' feet are really sore before getting ready to sit down for camp for the night again. However, clarity.
Yes.
The entire day, you have this nagging feeling in the back of your mind that you're being followed.
Lovely. I'm so happy. I'm not anxious at all.
Okay. So, setting up camp for the night. Are you wanting to web up the tower, like the arrow slits and stuff?
Yeah. Do we think he's followed us out here? Do we?
I think so, yeah. I get that
No.
feeling.
Nervous
I don't
clarity
know.
noises.
I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
Why didn't you? Do you think he came followed? Why didn't you mention this before?
Call it a hunch. Women's intuition? I don't know.
Well, either way, let's still be cautious,
Yeah, I mean,
regardless of the means of suspicion.
if we're worried about that, I can definitely give the webbing another try. I mean, it didn't catch anything except for a bunch of small critters last time, but maybe it'll catch an annoying little creature man trying to be a nuisance. I don't know.
Can I go on the roof and spread caltrops?
Yes, you may.
All right, cool. I'll do that, and I'll just come back down. All right, be careful on the roof.
Okay.
It got real sharp all of a sudden. I put away a burlap sack.
Strange. Okay, yeah, I'll do the same. I'll web everything up again.
All right. So
I can take first watch so that way I can make use of my spider senses.
Spider-Man. Spider Gleb does whatever a Spider Gleb does.
I'll take second watch tonight.
Then roll me perception.
Elizabeth, spider have anything special? I know it's got web
I will
sense.
keep my pseudo dragon up for both watches if possible.
Okay.
I would just say make sure to tell him commands and behave for them, and if they tell you to do something, do it. Please.
Can it understand spider?
He understands. He understands common and draconic. So I don't think he will help there, but if you have a buddy watching with you, then he could totally, help, or, he can just do his own thing.
I mean, I have Hugh. Hugh can help.
So could you please read out what web sense does for me, please?
While in contact with the web, the spider knows the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Thank you.
I would assume just wrapping the entire fort up would make it all one big web, but
ideally, yeah, that's how I would rule that.
If I remember correctly, unless it's got a higher bonus than mine, I use my own bonus.
Yes.
So I have one of these. Is the pseudo dragon helping me, or is it doing its own thing?
I believe it's giving the help action.
Hey, it's one of these. 19.
So, guess who also rolled a 19?
Hell yeah.
Can I hero point that?
No, he passes.
He passes.
Oh.
Meets it,
Yeah,
beats it.
because if it's a tie between like stealth and perception, they are revealed. It's like armor class.
Okay.
You have to either meet or exceed to get the benefit.
Well, yeah.
So, during your watch, as you are a big old giant spider on top of the tower, doing your best to not step on the caltrops, with a little pseudo-dragon sitting on top of you, you feel some tugging on one of your webs. Crawling over the edge of the tower to look down at it, you see that there is this tiny, pale-skinned creature sawing away at the web in front of the arrow slit on the north end of the tower.
Okay. I forget. I can't communicate with the pseudo dragon, but it can communicate with me. I assume it's going to talk to me.
Well, does the dragon know? I don't know if it's just a you thing or
Well, it's riding him, so it would definitely at least see what he's seen, and then just kind of, what are you looking at? Oh, that thing.
Then he'd
Oh,
probably
no.
like tug. Probably tug.
Question: What are the stats
Tug,
on
tug.
your webs?
I don't have anything other than the web attack, which is AC 10, HP 5.
Thank you.
DC 12 strength check to break out of them.
Oh no.
Vulnerable to fire, immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage.
Yeah, so it started to cut through some of the webbing, and then its knife gets stuck, and so it tries to yank the knife free. The knife doesn't go free, and it gets stuck in the web, and now it's thrashing about trying to get free, and it's just getting itself more stuck.
Tug. Tug, tug. Tug, tug. Tug, tug.
I don't know how to communicate with the pseudo dragon. If I can. But I'm going to run down to the little man and cover him in more web.
Oh my God.
That's fucking horrifying.
Okay. Yeah, there are very shrill, high-pitched screams as you are just starting to wrap up this tiny humanoid-looking creature.
Give him a breathe so he can breathe, but...
Hello? What is going on over... Oh my god.
Who's that? Just like a foot sticking through the arrow slit, like on the other side of the webs.
Okay, yeah. It is... Fuck. Let's see, restrained... There it is. Speed becomes 0, attack rolls have disadvantage, attackers have advantage. Speed is 0. Yeah, it's just fucking stuck. And it's got a negative strength, so without its knife, it cannot break free. And its knife is currently stuck in the webs. And it can't break it. Yeah, so you just have it now, in the webs. This fucking thing can't get away. Like, the only way I could is if I rolled a nat 20, and even then, I don't think that's high enough.
Oh.
Love that.
12?
This is my snack now.
Oh no.
Are you
Hold
going to
on.
eat it?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, if I can communicate to the pseudo dragon to go wake somebody up, I would prefer not to leave and bust through the fucking fort door as a giant spider, but you know.
Alright.
Well, I
we
assume
have woken
okay.
up
I
by
assume
the
the screaming Fae wakes us up.
It's slowly kind of waking some people up. It's more of like an annoying alarm. But before all that, I would like you to roll performance with the giant spider stats to try and charades to the pseudo dragon to wake everybody up, since you cannot actively speak to it.
Well, since it's wild shape, right?
Yes.
He keeps his charisma at least versus the giant spiders.
Yeah.
Correct.
High
But
as
I
your
don't believe that it
charisma.
will retain proficiencies.
I don't have proficiency either way, so it's fine.
Okay. So
That's
roll me
perception is
performance
19
to see
go
if
pen.
we can charade this. Since there's, unless you're going to just drop your wild shape.
Wild shape.
I would like to not. I'm just like trying to point at the door with my thing, and like trying to point at the dragon and point at the door and point at the dragon and point at the door. Please, just go.
Okay.
Performance check.
Yes.
This one, 21.
Woo!
Okay, so you're pointing to the pseudo dragon. Like you put the pseudo dragon down so it can see you. You point to the door. You point to the door. You point to it. Point to the door, and the pseudo dragon nods, flies over to the door, the trap door, and sits on it. And then you're just like, okay, no, you go under, and the pseudo dragon's just like, oh, and wiggles its way under the trap door to start waking people up. And as you guys are being woken up, you hear the slightly muffled shrieking sound of this small creature that is currently webbed up.
I'm gonna.
I got a 19 passive perception. I sit up like the Undertaker.
Can we just open the window that it's on the other side of?
Well, the arrow slits don't really have a window. It's just you can look out and see it.
But they have coverings, right?
It doesn't say, and as far as I know, historically, they don't really have coverings, but
Weird.
Why not?
Okay.
Like, this is 100%
I mean, if
DM. I have no fucking clue. If you guys want it to have, like, a small window, like a small wooden latch to cover it, I don't see that being a huge issue. It's just like, I don't fucking know.
They would usually probably have something like wooden coverings that you can like slide into place or put up next to them to keep like wind out during storms and whatnot, but they usually wouldn't be covered on most of the time. I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on that. But
I am not an expert either, but you know what? It's also
anyway
a magical fortress, so why the fuck not?
Yeah, so we can just see the moving lump of spider silk that has a screaming little fae in it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madrash is gonna turn towards the group and be like, so what do we want to do with him?
We want to cut the
no, not
cocoon
immediately, like
so
generally. Do we want him to go away? Do we want him to go home?
I wouldn't want to just kill him. Can we just leave him?
No, I'm not saying kill. I'm saying, do we want him to go home? Like, to the Feywild?
I just want to know what his intentions are, personally.
I just lean over. I'm like, hey, buddy, you speak common?
I can try. I'm going to, in Elvish, say, do you speak Elvish?
It responds in Sylvan. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
I'm going to use my my telepathy, which is one way, specifically, and I'm going to tell it, the spider is our friend. I'm going to bring you inside. I would like you not to hurt us or mess with our stuff. Can you grunt 1 time for yes and 2 times for no? Do you understand?
It grunts twice for no.
It doesn't want to talk to us. I asked it if it would come inside and not mess with our stuff, and it said no.
Tell him we'll web him to a tree and leave him here if he doesn't.
Mentally, I'm just going to tell him, it's like, do you want us to just stick you in a tree and leave you be?
It has stopped screaming and stopped thrashing about.
That looks like it worked.
Yeah, he stopped screaming, but I don't want all our belts to get cut in the night. I recently picked up the ability to make things go away for a short bit, but if they're from another plane, like the Feywild, I can send them back to the Feywild.
Just one problem. If we send him, does the web go with him?
Probably not.
So when he comes back, he won't be in the web? Like, if he comes back?
If I send him to the Feywild, I would just concentrate on it, and then he would stay there probably forever. Unless I stop concentrating within a minute.
I wish we could get him to write. At least then I'd be able to understand him.
Try ask him again. He looks like he stopped thrashing. Ask him again if he'll calm the fuck down.
Telepathically, we're trying to figure out what you want. Are you going to hurt us?
Let's see. There is some muttering in Sylvan, which does not sound very pleasant. Could possibly be swearing. Fine, I'll speak your barbaric tongue, disgusting monkeys. And lizard.
Happy to be included.
He's okay though.
He just, what was it? Jonah will turn back to Clary and be like, he didn't have one for you. Guess he likes you. Hey, you should talk to him.
Can I take the cocooned little Fey and just pull him inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if anything, he didn't say anything about Gleb, so...
I think Gleb was included in the monkey thing.
Oh.
I demand that you release me from this cocoon, or else you shall be cursed for generations to have warty knees.
Smack him on top of the head. Shut up.
We apologize for disturbing you on this night, but we were wondering what, you were following us for. We would be happy to help.
I don't need help from you, stinking cursed one. You and your entire bloodline are a filth and should be exterminated.
I guess I was a part of the monkeys.
Hey, look at that.
I'm gonna slowly squeeze a little bit. Oh, well, I can hear you in the other room. That did not come through your mic.
Oh. He just squeaks.
That was really funny to hear in the distance, and just like I had to mentally go, wait a fucking second. I loosen up the grip. So we're not going to exterminate anyone. We're not messing with you. So why are you messing with us?
I do not have to tell you that, disgusting, smelly lizard.
I smell quite nice, actually. Thank you.
Not to me.
You don't have many insults, do you?
I do not need many insults for disgusting monkeys like you. Disgusting is enough. It would be beneath me to come up with something more eloquent for you.
You came up with eloquent.
Fuck you.
Look at that. He's growing.
Expanding his repertoire.
To clarify, you just came to come mess with us because, haha, it's fun, huh?
I don't need a reason to do what I do. Do you need a reason to breathe?
I suppose if trickery is innate within you, then I suppose not, but I think it's only natural for us to defend ourselves in this case.
Well,
Funny that
I
you
say-
say that you need to defend yourself when you and your ancestors, especially your patriarch, are the ones who have tried to destroy our kind for generations.
I want nothing to do with my ancestral history, and I think it is rude for you to assume that just because my patriarch is a piece of shit does not mean that I choose to follow the path that he falls upon. In fact, I am trying to avoid that path. Thank you very much.
It's in your blood, cursed one. There is no other path for you.
Alright, you can eat him.
All right,
I
look
have
here, little
a
shit.
really fun idea. So, I think one good trick deserves another. So, here's what I'm thinking. Gleb, can you produce an absurd amount of silk around him and make him into a very large ball, and then I just send him home? And hopefully, if I throw him with enough force, when he goes away, he'll stick to a tree. That would be hilarious.
I say we see who can punt him farthest into the field and leave him there.
No, I think we just send him back home. If we can.
So very
Okay.
kind of you, unlike your brother.
Squish.
What?
I would like to cast something.
Yeah, what's up?
I would like to cast Cause Fear.
Okay.
Oh shit!
He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
12. Not very high.
He passes.
All right. All right, cool.
Aw, the cute little
My
guys
eyes
are
just
tempting
glow
to
for-
cast magic upon me. Adorable.
I don't have magic.
Clearly you don't. It's too weak.
Yeah, that's why I just say it.
I'm gonna give you two little options, little shit talker. You're gonna let magic work on you, or you're gonna hurt yourself. And I'm gonna slowly walk with him up to the top of the tower, and I'm gonna
Wait,
go.
what do you know about him?
Oh, now you want to hear what I have to say. Well, if you unwrap me from this cocoon, maybe I'll tell you what you want to know.
And why would I do that? It seems like being wrapped up. You're a little bit more inquisitive, and you're a bit. Who's to say that if I unwrap you, you would tell me anything?
Well,
You would just run off.
I am a creature of my word by nature, unlike you. However, if you don't unwrap me, I might start enjoying it.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. And I'm gonna like grab the webbing and like twist my claw so it tightens on him a little bit.
Oh, harder. Come on, I know you can do better than that, lizard.
Oh,
You have no idea what I can do.
Maybe we should.
I'm going to,
pass him to someone else before Madrash starts enjoying this.
I'm gonna take the dagger that he's got in the web and try and work it out without cutting the web.
Well, it's like in the center with him because he got wrapped up in a cocoon, so you wouldn't be able to get to it
Okay,
without cutting away some of the web.
that's fine. Okay, then I will not.
So what's your decision, cursed one?
well, I would prefer not to be called Cursed One if preferred. I'd prefer to just go by my name Clarity.
Fine, I'll refrain from calling you that. How does foul blood sound?
Clarity.
Fine. Clarity. Would you like to have a face-to-face chat about dear old brother?
Yes, but I just would like to preface that I would want nothing to do with whatever it seems that he's involved in.
What you
And
say
I can give
and
you my
what
word
you
on
do
that.
are two different things, and only time will show that to you.
Question. So if I remove this web from you, you will tell us what we want to know, correct?
If you remove me from the web, I will not strike out and attack, and I will stick around and chat. Whether I tell you what you want to know or not is up to you.
So he's not going to tell us what we want now, is what he's saying.
I will not lie, but I might not tell you what you want to know.
You know, I have been a little angry tonight, but I do think it's a good idea. What if we just put him in the corner and ignore him until he tells us what we want to know? Just put him in timeout.
I think if we antagonize him, it's only going to prove him right, and I don't want to do that.
I'm fine with him not liking me.
Yes, but like I said, as I've told Gleb before, I feel nothing but sympathy and empathy towards these creatures. Whether they feel the same for me or not, I suppose it's of their own repertoire.
All right. Guess I'm with Claire.
Okay. I'm going to kind of try and find where his legs are and try and cut the cocoon and then pull it down to his feet and then start wrapping a rope around his legs. So I'm just changing one binding for another.
I said I wouldn't run.
I know. And I said that we would remove you from the cocoon. I didn't say you wouldn't be restrained.
You also didn't say that you would jump.
You said, as long as we remove you from the cocoon. I'm not hurting you, and I'm just making sure you stay till we're done talking. Isn't this the kind of wordplay that you like?
Well, if I was a hag, maybe. But I'm just getting impatient and itchy.
No, it's fine. If anything, I wouldn't mind a private conversation with this fairy.
I'll unwrap his legs, and then I'll just... Can I just rip the cocoon off of him in one go?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Alright. And I just, set it down so that he can get up.
Thank you. And he starts to scratch his ass very vigorously. That's so much better. So, Clarity, what did you want to talk about?
I use subtle style prestidigitation to make his butt itch from slightly underneath the skin.
What is he doing?
Well, it should be quite obvious what your brother is doing. He's on the warpath. No questions, just killing anything that steps out of line.
I know my brother, and I know there's no way... There's no way that he would do that without some sort of something messing with his head.
I think the only thing that's messing with his head is the fact that he's been told the truth. And then he's decided to do this all on his own.
The truth?
Yes.
And how am I enabling this?
Because
If
you're
I-
alive. You're part of the puzzle, part of the problem, part of the solution, and yet you have done little to participate.
No, I think if anything, me wanting nothing to do with them helps disable them, because if I were to do such a thing as that, it would just be sent to somebody else. The cycle would still continue, and who's to say that that person wouldn't want to happily help them?
I think that you are under the impression that the cycle is not coming to an end. Things are in motion, things that cannot be stopped. And he is coming. So I might as well have as much fun as I can before he's back.
I would like to help you and your people. I know it's hard to believe, but...
You help us? And go against your very nature? The very thing that makes you special?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because... at some point... at least in my ancestry, things changed. I'm not of this realm completely. And it would be stupid of me to want to get rid of that part of myself. It's contrast. My tiefling blood and that of this realm are of two different beings, and if my brother truly cannot see that, then
No.
he's an idiot.
See, that's where you are confused. I didn't call you cursed blood because of your tiefling nature. In fact, that brings you closer to what I am in reality. However, it's the other part of your blood that is the cursed one.
I am unfortunately aware of that. But because of my tiefling nature, you need to understand that I would be hurting people that I love and people that I cherish if I were to go along with the plans of the Iron Circle, to which I will not. So as long as I can keep them from summoning that bastard, I will do what I can.
Interesting.
That is why my family went to the Hells, in the hopes that I could that my family with this cursed blood could stay away from this realm and keep out of their hands. But they found out where they were, and because of that, now we're here, and now I don't even know if my family's alive anymore.
Well. You actually believe what you're saying. Well, this is interesting. I guess I'll have to inform my master of this. Unless he already knows. Motherfucker doesn't tell me anything.
Well, please do. Just know I want nothing to do with them. If possible, I would like to align and help the fairies, if I could. But, of course, I can understand you not wanting to trust me and what my ancestors have done. And again, I apologize with all that I am for that. And I'm afraid to see my brother. I get dreams sometimes, and he tells me that what we've done is wrong. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't be going this path, but it's all stupid. I don't want to believe that he's fallen towards their side.
There's a hand on your shoulder, comforting and strong. Turning, you see Fazim there. Well,
Like, when the fuck did he get there?
it's good to know that you're on our side, but I'll be completely honest, I didn't see this coming. And here I thought I could mess with you just out of spite. Now I feel guilty.
That motherfucker.
I think we've
That
had
was
enough.
Doom.
I think we've had enough of you, little sprite, as he snaps his finger, and the quickling just kind of folds inward on itself with a sound of a zipper as he just kind of poofs.
Did you kill him?
No, but he is being punished.
Are we in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Clarity asked us to leave.
Well, I mean...
The conversation started before we left.
Things happened.
It escalated.
Were
very
you
quickly.
wanting this to be a private conversation?
I mean, I would have preferred it, but like,
then
if he started,
I did not fully understand that. If this is all a private conversation, then it's just you and Vasim there. The others are not there.
I was sitting in the dining room wondering where the fuck he went.
Specific from my perspective, right? What had happened is Madrash was basically next to the little quickling the entire time, and then when he said brother to Clarity, Madrash was like, I'm about to yo-yo this motherfucker out the window, and then Madrash, unless specifically asked to leave, did not leave. Like, I know Jonah was trying to be considerate, but like, Madrash doesn't trust this little fuck.
Yeah, I don't think at any point it was like stated that it was
Clarity did.
I said I would like it, but I didn't like take him and drag him. So I think if people wanted to stay, they can. It's not.
Okay.
I think he just blurted something, and Clarity just sort of lost like composure and like just.
Yeah.
You know.
It escalated, and this happened.
Yeah.
I would have left then, probably. As soon as she said that, I probably would have tapped her on the shoulder, gave her a nod, and then just left.
Okay.
And sat at the dining room table or something. So I'm not there.
All right.
Okay.
Just the three musketeers.
But yeah, Vazim is now in the room with you guys. So
You are of Fey descent.
Not of Fey descent. Pure blood. But I wasn't expecting that from what you are. Do they know?
Not until now. I haven't been able to trust anybody in so long about that I'm not going to divulge that information to anybody because I don't know.
Then out of respect for you, I shall not divulge it either.
Well,
however, I am puzzled.
he
Every
puzzled
single
with.
one of your kind that we have come across has been against us. And yet here you are, sympathetic to our plight. The first in generations. Out of everything I have foreseen, this is not one of them.
Well,
So,
I
my
believe that.
question... Huh?
Sorry, go ahead. What is your question?
So then my question for you is, what do you plan to do going forward?
I would like to rescue my brother, if I can, and snap him of whatever reasonings they had, or what sort of propaganda they've put into his brain. I genuinely, truly don't want to believe that he would go down a warpath just to bring forth that bastard.
Well, unfortunately, he hasn't been fed any propaganda. What I actually said was true. He has been told the truth and has chosen this path. Creatures such as my kind are not native to this world, and as you have seen, many of our kind are not very forgiving, very vindictive and violent in nature.
I understand that, and if they wish to strike me down, then I don't think I would necessarily oppose it. But I also would say that I don't necessarily believe that the sins of the father rest among the generation and that the generation can change that. But
It's less of the sins of the father and more of a cycle of hatred.
well, what I can say is a human fell in love with a tiefling, and, well, I guess you could say the rest is history. And I have tiefling roots. I mean, my family came from the Nine Hells to run away from all of that. I came back here, and I very strongly believe in my tiefling roots, and I accept that. I accept that what my ancestor did wasn't right. I can sympathize with him. I can sympathize with Faye, but I think outer worldly creatures have just a right to live as anybody else.
What do you know of what he did in the past?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not curious about what happened prior to. I believe, I grab my book and I start like tweedling it a little bit just to, write down my notes. He cut down a tree to try to get his wife back. And you took his wife as collateral for cutting down this tree, right? And so he went on a warpath to try to get her back.
Well, that's what history says. What actually happened is far more heartbreaking.
Well,
The tree that was cut down was just a tree. It was jealousy for his wife, for the beauty, that the Fey Lord took her and his daughter. After years of trying to plead to get his family back, the only option was force. And on the battlefield, he fought one of the Fey's generals. An excellent fighter, far better than any he had fought before, and using all of his might to bring down this warrior, only to find out that it was his daughter who had been turned against him. And even after that, when he did get his wife back, she couldn't stand to be around him for what he had done to their child. So she took her life as well. From then on, his life was nothing but suffering caused by generations of Fae. And so he decided to try and stop it to where no others would have to fall to what he had to do. And that is when he was sealed, to stop him from continuing his plan. But he was not sealed by those who are good to stop an evil. No, he was sealed by evil to stop him. Now, after generations, his tenets, his plans, his ideals have twisted from self-sustaining, from righteousness into some evil form of hatred. I do not think that what he did was truly evil, but those who would do it in his name are.
The Circle of Iron truly are blind and stupid.
Not all of them. Those at the center of the circle who know the truth, such as your brother. They are the ones who know what's truly going on, not blinded by any wool over the eyes.
And what am I supposed to believe? That they truly would cause this world's destruction just to destroy all outerworldly creatures? That man will destroy the world. I cannot allow that.
Then if that is what you seek to stop him from returning, then that is what you must do.
But I sense that they're getting nearer and closer, and that my whereabouts, unfortunately, are getting more and more known by the day.
Well, you haven't made it difficult to find you. In fact, you've been quite active. It was very easy for me to follow you.
Well, I would say I was undetected for the most part until I realized I needed power. And so I got into a contract, and so now I'm a bit more active, hoping to fulfill that contract and hopefully, I guess, find the answers that I seek, but it seems that the answers that I've been seeking for are not possible.
Well, whatever you choose, however you face what comes in the future, I am very interested to see how it all plays out. Because, as for one such as myself, I have no real stake in this, other than watching one of the most fantastic plays unfold, with some of the greatest actors I have seen so far. So, I will continue to watch But if you require my assistance, it will come at a cost.
Am I allowed to ask what that cost would be?
It varies on what level of assistance you desire. But all that said, for the immediate, would you like me to continue as Vizim, the fortune teller, and accompany you until our parting?
Well, we did make a deal. You promised fortune telling for a trip, and I think it's only right that that we continue that. Although, now that I know your true intentions, that you aren't allied with the Iron Circle, maybe I will take you up on your fortune telling.
Yes. Perhaps for when emotions are a bit calmer. Besides, I have 3 more outside who are quite antsy as to what's going on. I think I should tell them that everything is okay.
I don't want them thinking that I've done something terrible to their master.
Oh, I don't think that you'd be able to do anything to me. If anything, they're just emotional, as most smaller fae are. Tiny body, only room for one real emotion at a time.
Want me to take that?
Do whatever you need to do, Vizim. Or, I guess, you normally will not give your true name as
Absolutely not. But Vizim is good enough. It has served me well.
It's okay. I'm not normally one to give out my true name either, but I believe
Yes.
our opinions are for different reasons. Although...
Yes, but no. Names do have power.
Yes, but in Tiefling culture, it's because we want to blend in with human society a little bit better. And our names cause fear, unfortunately, because we're of demonic descent.
Yes, but also there are quite a few people who have an unfortunate stick up their own arse.
Well, I can't disagree with that.
But I can guarantee this. For the rest of our travels, until we reach our destination, I don't think we're going to have any more issues. Although dinner will be far more complicated going forward.
Yes. Is there something with Fae diets that we should be accommodating of?
Well, if I'm not hiding them, I will be having them join us for supper.
They're more than welcome.
And they can be quite rowdy. Anyways, I'm sure that you and your companions have much to talk about, and I have to go inform my subordinates that things are okay.
Yes. I have a lot of explaining to do, and as do you. So, let's, I guess, separate for now and reconvene later.
Indeed. I will see you in the morning. And he is going to walk downstairs and out the front door.
Well, I guess I'll take that drink now.
They
The
infuse
person
giant
who-
spider.
The person who offered you a drink is the only one not in the room.
It's very ironic because you're not.
So, Jonah, walking down, coming down the ladder, you see Vazim, and you're just like, wait a minute, he's asleep over there. And you look over, and while, yes, there seems to be where his bed is, him sleeping, even with it moving up and down, upon closer inspection, it looks to be a series of pillows and, like, some moving bits to make it look like his body's there.
You got some fancy trick, huh?
After closing the door,
How the fuck did you get up there without me seeing you?
he just gives you a cheeky smile before leaving.
All right then, fuck. I'll just climb up the ladder. He's a little miffed. He's like, I don't understand this dude.
I guess I'll get Isabella and Jonah, and well, since it seems like you guys are involved now, it's only, well, I still don't fully know who I can trust, but you guys know now. At least, I'm sorry for keeping this hidden from you guys.
I will repeat something that I've said before. Your business is your business. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to tell me. That said, I will say this on your behalf. As someone who has literally divine blood, I will tell you that your blood does not make who you are. You make who you are. And you have been a stalwart companion. If you don't want to tell me, I'll wait on the roof. Of course I'm curious, but I will not press into your dealings.
No, I think at this point you have a right to know, so I will tell you if you want to know. But before I do, do you feel like our current companions are trustworthy?
Let's see. Jonah contacted the spirit world to get me out of the ethereal plane after I got kidnapped by a zombie spider. Isabella got eaten by a giant frog for us. Gleb is, well, Gleb, and has done nothing but stalwartly stand by yours and my side. The most untrustworthy one is probably would be the one in our party with leverage on you, and that would be me. Just by the nature of our relationship.
Oh. That would be quite the ironic twist of events, I suppose.
Thankfully, for your benefit, you've seen how stalwartly I oppose the idea of subjugation and slavery and the like, and I think that saying that your blood controls you denies you your freedom as an individual, and I don't like that very much. I will in lieu of Jonah being immediately available, Clarity, would you like some wine?
I think wine would be nice, yes.
Gonna pop one of my unopened casks and pour a couple cups of wine for everyone, except for Gleb.
I'm just a spider chilling outside.
I will.
Spiders can get drunk. I'm just saying.
They just need
Spiders
coffee.
can have alcohol.
Yeah.
I will get Jonah and Gleb.
Jonah's downstairs, Gleb's upstairs. Split and conquer forces at the same time, yeah?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Drops up there.
Madrash just pokes his head up through the trap door. Hey, Gleb, you should probably turn back and come inside. We need to have a discussion. Also, the little Fey creature's gone. Surprise, Vasim was also Fey. I think.
Used spider noises.
Yep, that's how I feel too. Clarity needs to share some important information with us. I poured several glasses of wine. I assume you wouldn't want one.
Okay, I'll stop my spider dancing and come on down.
Can you describe your spider dancing to us?
It's that gif I sent.
Shit.
I have to look now.
That's
That is not what I was expecting at all.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
I don't
was
like
expecting-
spiders, but I love that.
I thought it was going to be like the dancing from like jumping spiders, where
Yeah.
they like, play the maracas and stuff. But no, it's just wiggle that booty.
You just have like your
I'll
two
send this to
like.
chat.
I like thinking he's doing that, and then he has like the two like normal giant spiders doing like the maraca thing, as like background dancing.
I'll send this to chat so they can see it.
I don't know how to do the links thing.
It's okay. It's okay. Hopefully that works. I think it works.
It's just 3 stars.
You can whisper it to me and Mumu, and I can post it.
Okay. Whisper. Oh, wait. Is it because you guys... Oh. Well. I just sent you the GIF. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't
Copy
know how
text.
this works.
Okay, that works. But yeah, I will go
Yep,
down.
that takes you to the spider dance. Dope.
I'll go down the ladder and say, hey, you get the rare opportunity to see me drink. And I think we have to talk. So,
Yeah. Sure. I'll climb up. Do you need a drink? He like pull out his flask. Like
you know
halfway
what?
up the-
Sure, I am
halfway up
happy
the,
to mix
oh,
drinks
no.
today because today
Oh,
has been
no.
hard.
Ah, yes, the
like
alcoholic
the-
suicide. It just makes
That's like the
everything.
super strong dwarven shit.
Oh boy.
Well,
That
yeah.
knocked,
wait.
that knocked Jonah, and he drinks all the time.
All
He
right.
doesn't drink, she's dead.
Constitution saving throw.
That sounds like such a...
This is gonna be so great.
Or just
Oh,
wait on
God.
the strong stuff until after, you know?
Clarity doesn't drink. This is so fun. Oh, where's my constitution?
This is less of a constitution saving throw on whether she can remember that she probably should drink this shit fast enough.
Oh God. Well, she doesn't drink, so she doesn't know unless you tell her something.
Nope. You just
No.
assume she remembers. Oh,
Okay, so not only do you have the
Today.
poison condition, you like immediately go from sober to sloshed. So have fun
Oh,
role
no.
playing drunk clarity explaining shit.
yeah. He's just like, you want this? Here, you can take a drink of that. Wait, no.
Oh my god, it's that stupid gif of just like Aqua just chugging.
He just like he hands it to her. Fish is going up the ladder, closes it, turns around. She's just chugging it. It's like no.
Oh no. Yeah. So the stage is yours, Amumu. Have
I want
fun.
you some help up these ladder, please.
You're not on the ladder.
Oh fuck! This is
Oh,
great.
okay. Upsy daisy. Okay.
Oh my
Let,
gosh!
us get you sat down on like over here. That seems like a
Over here?
all right. Follow the leader. I'm gonna like pick her up
Okay.
from behind by the armpits. Like, all right, move forward.
Whee! I'm going on a trip.
Madrash, I need your services.
What do you need? Oh no,
Ah!
She chugged out of my flask.
you didn't warn her.
That's right, guys.
I didn't think she'd start chugging.
It was a rough conversation.
Okay. You wouldn't
I'm
have
gonna-
to.
Right. Well, I
Magic.
suppose this will probably be the best way. Unfortunately, I can't think straight, so feel free to ask me any question you want. And I'll try to answer.
Can you?
Is that? Oh yeah, that's that pretty red drink.
Madrash, do you have like magic that
bitter.
can undrunk people?
No,
Fuck.
It's bitter.
I'm now regretting not having that.
Wait, a spell to de-drunk people?
Yeah.
Lesser restoration.
Oh, yeah, I got that. Hold on.
You should cast that on yourself.
I need you to roll me a percentile to see if you cast it on yourself or someone else.
Oh, God.
Can I help her
If
in
she
any
reaches
fucking
towards
way?
us- If she reaches towards us, we just like turn her head around.
So,
No.
Clarity, you're just like, I can cast Lesser Restoration. Here you go, as you cast it on the trash.
Can I put the ring in the way?
I know you probably had a hard time with the alcohol. It's really strong, but don't worry. I got this. I got this, buddy.
I'll like take her hand and like put it on top of her head and say, all right, now cast it again.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Obo, I have a question.
Yeah.
But
Can
I'm
I
fine,
put
I'm
the
fine.
ring of spell storing in the way so that it gets put into the ring?
No. This is just, okay, we need to, does anyone have this? Cast the spell? I got it. Oh, thanks. Oh. Thanks.
Thank you, Clarity. I feel much better. You should also
You're
cast it on
welcome.
yourself.
But I feel fine.
Yeah, well, you'll feel even more fine if you do it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys say so. Cast it on myself.
All right. Clarity. The moment you cast Lesser Restoration on yourself and are no longer poisoned, you feel from your toes going all the way up to your head, things are less vibration-y and definitely not as hot, but you also have this welling feeling build up inside that you have got to throw up.
I don't feel good.
Does anyone have a bucket nearby?
Great question.
Show us the map of the fucking tower real fast.
We are inside of a giant bucket.
So
So we're in the second floor.
There's
I
some
get-
chests.
Okay.
Well-
I put a bunch of drinks into like some tankards. So could I just grab a big tankard?
It would not be big enough.
I'll just go on straight.
I do have a dagger, or I do actually have a short sword. In fact, can
Oh
I
wait,
just
you
like
can
slash open?
you can just hurl outside one of the arrow slits. Yeah.
Yeah, can I just
Oh.
slash open an arrow slit and like the
Yeah, and
webs?
just
And just, like, all right.
yeah, everything comes out, including what's left of your dinner, and now you feel perfectly fine. As it is all purged from your body.
I'm going to prestidigitation.
I'm good at prestidigitation as well.
Yeah, maybe hold back next time.
No, I think this is my sign to just not drink.
Maybe warn when someone's drinking dwarven spirits.
It wasn't spirits, that's just dwarven beer. The spirits are stronger.
This is beer. Oh my god.
I think this is my sign.
Okay. Jonah, let me put it this way. Can you drink that flask without dying in one sitting?
Why would anyone drink an entire flask?
That's my question.
Do I feel like I could drink this without dying? Like the whole thing?
It would absolutely give you alcohol poisoning.
You would probably have some severe problems, along with your liver probably just wanting to commit suicide.
Would probably survive with consequences.
Yeah.
Then you understand how strong it is.
Oh yeah.
Why is the... Okay. What?
Okay, so what's so important? Why was I brought back inside? Off my watch. We might be getting attacked any moment now. What's up? What's happening?
We're fine. We're fine. I think.
Clarity wanted to talk.
It's about the company that we had, those Fae. We have more information on them.
Yeah. That's. You know what? I'm just gonna get my water flask. It's fine. I'm gonna drink some water. Yep, I still taste purple.
What?
It's fine. Well. I guess to start from the beginning, or I was on the run for a very, very long time. The Circle of Iron visited my home looking for these people with marks on their arm. My family told me to always cover up myself. And hopes that no one would ever notice, but I got into a squabble with some of my town's bullies, which, you know, being a tiefling in a human town, not exactly the fittest of places, but they alerted people. People came, and well, luckily for me, I wasn't the only one with marks on their body. I'm sorry, Jonah. Yes, he is my childhood friend, but my childhood friend is also my brother. And I'm also one of them.
Told Jonah that he was your brother.
Oh no, I specifically said the words childhood friend.
Okay.
I remember making sure childhood friend, but I mean, I'd have to check the VOD again, but I remember Clarity being like, nope, because if I go down the brother route, you guys are going to ask about my ancestor, my heritage, and I don't want that, so.
Just shrug. All right.
I remember I remember at least intending to use childhood friend. Whether that came out, I don't know. So, I wanted to stay away from those people. I didn't have the knowledge of who they were or why they were there, just that they were after people with marks. So, within every town I passed, I got some more information, more clues until, well, now I know they're the Circle of Iron. They're looking for the 5 descendants, and they're hoping to bring their patriarch back, who is my ancestor. To which I realized I probably need to arm myself with power to defend myself in the case that they find me. And so I'm here with you guys and Midrash to try and figure out these new abilities that I've been bestowed and to keep my contract with my patron intact. So, and it seems like my brother and the Iron Circle are getting closer and closer as, well, I mentioned from my dreams that I don't particularly want to be ritually sacrificed. And I don't think it is right for people to dictate that a group of people shouldn't be around just because they're different. But I guess my brother doesn't share these sentiments anymore. So, yeah. I'm sorry for deceiving everybody. But I've been doing it for so long, and I just didn't know who to trust that it just kind of became second nature, in a way. So, if you need to reprimand me or anything, I won't, say no. With that being said, we shouldn't have to worry about those Fae creatures anymore. Here with Vizim. Vizim is of Fae descent, of true Fae descent, and, well, he wanted to fuck around with our group because I'm in that group. And I guess to figure out my intentions. So, it's very quiet. You guys can feel free to say what you wish, or if you have any questions, I'll be as honest and open as I can.
All right.
Madrash is gonna step forward and he's just gonna give Clarity a hug.
Thanks. Thanks, Midrash.
He's just gonna sit down quietly, nod.
Want something to eat? You just threw up. I feel kind of responsible. You know?
Yeah, food would be great, actually.
All right. I'll make something for you.
Thanks.
Just go down to the dining room. I'll start cooking.
Yeah, you gonna pick up one of those bunnies from outside?
I can. You want me to?
I'm kidding. Not particularly, but Vazim will be staying with us for a while, and he will have some guests, so we might need to have some extra dinner. Gleb, I don't know if you still have that spell that just instantly makes people full, but you might want to give that to those little creatures.
Yeah, I've always got my berries.
Okay.
Those aren't going anywhere.
Cool. Yeah, I am fully aware of the Iron Circle, and I would have rather you not be a part of it or not know much information about it, because I would hate for you guys to be tortured and or, be on their radar. But as long as I'm here, you kind of are involved, so it's only fair I let you guys know. And of course, I would appreciate if you kept my mark between us.
Of course.
I will say I would like, if possible, to find other marked ones and see if maybe I could deter them from the Iron Circle, but if what Vazim said is true, it's strange that they would just be willing to sacrifice themselves, but
And I'll come up with a plate of like jerky or something. All right. Couldn't find anything, so I just brought these.
I appreciate it.
From what Vazim said, the seal on your ancestor was made by evil individuals.
Yes.
Is there more information you could share on that? Because I'm curious as to... The Circle of Iron is obviously not a good organization. They're obviously doing terrible things. But if the root cause is something good, then I'm curious about what the root entails. For the sake of learning.
Unfortunately, I don't know. There's so much propaganda on the outside, and there's so much hidden on the inside that it's hard to tell what is the outer knowledge and what is the inner knowledge to say. And unfortunately, I need to not delve too deep. It's kind of like looking into the abyss and it looks back, and it's very complicated to look into details about the Iron Circle without them knowing at least an inkling that you know, right?
What if we used information that the Iron Circle wouldn't be able to trace back to us, like asking creatures that the Iron Circle would prey on, for example, Fae, because Vazim seems to know a little bit. Seeing if we could get maybe a history lesson from him, because I
It's
say
really hard
this.
to say because evil is a perspective. What's evil to us may not necessarily be evil to a fairy or evil to an iron circle. So,
Exactly.
I mean, more knowledge for that would be nice, yes.
I'm curious if, upon learning for the original reason of the seal, we may agree that the seal should be lifted, but not in the way that the Iron Circle is doing it. Not that the ends justify the means, but that there's a saying that comes to mind. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So I wonder what the original intentions were, and what kind of, well, hell is at risk of being unleashed. Does that make sense?
I mean, all I really know about him is that he is an uncontrollable being. And a being based on solely rage and negative emotions that maybe they were hoping that he could quell his rage and be a bit more easier to control. It's the only thing I can think of at this point in time. If it truly was the Iron Circle that sealed him. I mean, he is sort of a symbolic figure to them. And, I mean, what was it that was stated before? A patriarch to the circle?
I don't know if that's Bill's total or...
Yeah, who is he and what is so important about him?
Is it total and then utilities,
Um,
which are separate?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we'll be done in like 10 minutes.
I guess I think you guys know the story for the most part, but, what we are told in, the human... What we are told in the human, sense is that, Sitanta was a woodsman, but he cut down a tree belonging to the Archfey Sauron. And as punishment, Sauron stole Sitanta's family away. And because of that, Sitanta went on a never-ending quest to try and get his family back from Sauron. That he met up with a blacksmith named Kaihana, and Kaihana made him a weapon called the Wolf's Fang. And donning the Wolf's Fang, she also gave him a new name called Fuelin. And upon holding the Wolf's Fang, he flew into a bloodthirsty rage and, well, basically slaughtered everybody in his path. And because of that, he was blessed by gods as a demigod, and so he's kind of immortal. And I guess yeah. That's
So
what I know of Waylon, which is now the patriarch. But of course, as the Fae have stated before they left, no, it's jealousy that drives Waylon. A jealousy that Celeron, I guess, and his wife fell in love. And
No.
she took... No? Sorry, I might...
It was Celeron who was jealous of his
okay.
wife and stole his wife and daughter.
Okay.
Because it was just a Fey Lord and was like, ooh, very pretty thing, I want.
Okay.
And fighting his own daughter on the battlefield caused his wife to hate him, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it seems that this is not to make this too simplified, but this seems like this world-ending cataclysm was caused by seemingly one Fae who just got too greedy. Sparked in motion a lot of the chain of events.
Yeah. I suppose so.
But, I do have another question.
Okay.
Based on what you've said and the fact that this demigod is your blood relative, is it safe to assume that you and your brother are some of the descendants?
Is correct.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask one question.
Yes.
What can I do? Need anything?
Well, what was told of me of this mark, there's not much. I mean, if I were to pass another person from my family or another descendant would receive the mark, so even if I did die, it would continually pass on. At least that's what I was told, but now I'm not so sure. But
So, if you and your brother are the only living relatives, then you would pass it on to your brother, for example.
well, my brother already has it, but I suppose maybe he could get a second mark, but given the fact that, based on my readings, that they only have one descendant, that means there are more descendants out there.
Okay. Good. Is there a way to transfer the mark without killing? Would there be a way to remove the mark from you without, hurting you?
Well, I tried a lot of things growing up. I think at this point, Clarity is probably gonna, undo her, top a little bit just to show the mark. I've tried, I've tried cutting it off. I've tried burning it. I've tried looking to the help of the gods. But it doesn't seem like any of them are able to help me in that aspect. I even asked my patron at one point, but it doesn't seem like it's possible.
If you don't mind, and you can say no, who is your patron? Or I guess, what kind of person are they?
Well, as stated before, they are they are irritatingly very kind and very sweet. Almost well, very much too much. They are of celestial heritage. So I know for sure that they have very good morals and they wouldn't lie to me. And I believe that they have nothing but the best intentions. Or yes, I would say that. They have nothing of the best intentions. But I don't think they would prefer me say who they are.
That's fine. That's fine. You say
What
they're
I
a good
can-
person, they're a good person.
What I can say is they are associated with let me go into my notes. Ibris, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it's Ibris, but I want to say Iblis, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yes, they're associated with Ibris because originally I intended to speak to them to seek not only power, but knowledge. To see if there was anything I could do. And, well, they've armed me with knowledge, but they've also armed me with, well, this little one. I'm really glad that you don't affect my mark like other Fae do, because it really fucking hurts. But this mark allows me to see, or to know when there are Fae around me, so... He works as a deterrent, because why would I be around a Fae? If I am... If it hurts me. Yeah, he is definitely someone of good intentions.
Need to know. I just see Obo like flinging his head back and forth on the screen.
Yeah, Mal has decided that he wants to be a baby and he wants love and attention, and so I'm trying to be quiet while I give him love and attention so he's not a little jerk.
No worries.
But he likes it when I scruff him with my beard, so I'm rubbing my beard on his face.
Cute.
Also, if you hear any loud noises from me, I'm sorry. I am coughing. at the
Oh,
start
no.
of the day.
Voices.
So if you're wondering what that is, it's just me clearing my throat and coughing a million times.
But yes, hopefully we can get some more information from our new friend here and hopefully some insight that I guess will help me in my next path, since my original intention to rescue my brother from the hands of the Iron Circle doesn't seem like it's going to work.
I mean,
No.
we can still kind of abduct him pleasantly. He may not be very happy about it at first.
Maybe. But this isn't something I would necessarily want to push on you guys. I'm simply stating it because now you are all in a way involved with, well, you guys have always
Clarity.
been involved with me. I know,
I have-
I know.
I have a
You
question.
said it. Yes.
If I was hurt and I was cut, would you ask for permission before you healed me?
No.
Why?
Because we are companions.
Because we're friends. And if you're in trouble, we're going to help you with no questions asked. You're not pushing it on us, unless you're outwardly seeking it. But this isn't necessarily the same kind of outwardly seeking as like punching a drunkard in a tavern because he said your hair is funny. You're searching for your brother. You're searching to oppose rightly a very disdainable organization. So I don't think anyone else has any complaints.
Nope. I'm sure we've all got our own little secrets and things.
No, I'm sure we do. But, I mean, let's see. What would I want from you guys? Well, I suppose if you happen to see, and I would try to describe, Iron Circle, uniforms. I think I remember dark green cloaks. And they were to ask if you knew anybody with my description. Yeah, no would be suffice, or you know, just try not to interact with them in general. But I don't know. I think there's things I need to figure out.
All right.
I truly wanted to believe that justice wouldn't do this.
People always do something for some reason. I'm sure you'll get to ask him eventually. May not be the thing you want to hear, or you may disagree with him, but sure someday.
I mean, there's something about this Fey creature that makes me believe him. I don't believe he would lie about my brother. And I don't know. I don't know. There's still things I need to learn, I suppose, but maybe I can contact my patron now that I have more questions.
If you need directly messaging them could be a bit more beneficial. I can lend you my ring.
Yeah, well, I think we should probably focus on this cherry dungeon first, right? Focus on the cherry dungeon, and then, we'll figure this out when we get back home. I think I'd like to maybe contact in private.
Boss. Give it like a salute. All right.
Keep our head in the game.
I think it's about time that people relax a bit.
Yeah,
Big
everyone
night.
settle with their vices. Good night.
Oh, don't tell me twice. He takes it the same fucking flask.
Alcohol truly is vile and horrid.
It is a bit of an acquired taste.
It is absolutely horrendous. So if anyone gives you alcohol, give it to me instead. And he'll climb the ladder to get his caltrops and start his watch.
All right. And with that, the night goes on without a hitch, and we shall return next week in the morning.
Next week in the morning. Got it.
Yeah.